What's the word, people? And welcome back to the channel. Songwriters, I got something for you. Before we jump into the video, 86.1% of you all are not subscribed to the channel. What's going on, man? I see the analytics. I see that y'all are watching the content. Hit the subscribe button, man. It's free. Let's get into the video. Today we're going to cover another AI tool called Jarvis. So what Jarvis is an AI generated tool that helps with songwriting. All right, so I created my account. It was actually really fast. It probably took me from the time that I edited that one part to where we get to the screen, we're talking 30 seconds. So they sent me a link. I went ahead, clicked on it, and then it brought me right to this page. So here we can see that you can inject any style of artist or band to your generated lyrics. This is optional. For us, let's go ahead and take this one step at a time. So Drake is super popular, but I'm not gonna do Drake. I want to do Beyonce since she just won a Grammy, another Grammy. So that I didn't do plus, did I? Beyonce. All right. The genre, we are going to go for some soul because I want to switch it up a little bit. Next, we're gonna do here's the year. Let's make it relatively relevant. Let's keep a relevant song. So the song title idea, we're gonna have this soulful song be about stacking paper. So a soulful song from Beyonce about stacking paper. This is going to be interesting. All right, so next you have the song part. So again, specify which song part the generated lyrics should belong to. Let's look for a verse. Let's get a whole verse. So the lyrics going to start with I wanted to do everything for me because I'm not a songwriter myself, so I wanted this to go crazy. So the KI, so it looks like the randomness of the generated lyrics, higher value makes Jarvis take more risks and allows for more creativity. We're gonna go crazy. And we're gonna generate the lyrics. So let's see what it does, man. I'm excited. All right, so let's see what it says. There's a stack of paper in my hand. I'm trying to make a wish, but I can't. I'm flipping through pages, but I don't see what I need. Maybe if I stack the pages higher, maybe then my wish would come true. That ain't it, but it's a starting point, right? That's how I like to look at AI. So I mean, if we go back in here, so it looks like that we can come in here and kind of tweak it a little bit. So let's go let's go back 10 years. So let's go to 2010. Let's generate some lyrics. Let's pull back a little bit. Let's drop this down to 75%. We want it to rhyme as well. So let's flip this up a little bit. Because again, this is super different. I'm creating a Beyonce style rap in soul. So I'm doing a lot of different stuff here. So I like to push this stuff to the limit. So here are the lyrics here. It says, I don't want to chill. I just want to stack. I'm going to make it mine. Won't be no slack. Pile it up high. Ooh, young money beans. Gonna rise up the ranks. Won't let it get mean. Working hard while they hating, doing the most. For me, all right. So for me, this corny. This real corny. I don't think that y'all gonna make any hits with this. I think that this is gonna give you a good starting point. It's gonna give you a good starting point. Don't come to with this tool using this Jarvis to expect to go crazy and if we're to write you a whole song that's gonna be super fire or super dope. I think it has the potential, but again, you're gonna really have to play and wordsmith this stuff on the back end. So what I suggest for those of you all that aren't songwriters, use this as a good starting point, get a nice basis of an idea, find you an actual wordsmith or find you an actual songwriter, ghostwriter, whatever you want to call them, and then get with them, show them this template, and you all can figure this song out together. Again, from a standalone perspective, this ain't it. Let's go back. So it looks like we can look at my lyrics. So here's all the lyrics that we've kind of looked at so far. Let's look at the actual pricing for this thing. So again, it looks like that there are 4 different plans that work or that they have available. We have chorus, song, EP, and album. I think that's creative. It's kind of smart too, the way that when you think about it. So there's credits that kind of come along with it. I'm still trying to find where the credits kind of come into play with it. But again, we see what the first plan we get is $3, $7.49, $20, and about $45 here. So since I signed up for the account, they're giving me an immediate 40% off. So just sort of a keynote there. So back here, we do see that there are more than 40 music genres that are covered. So there's everything from folk all the way to EDM, from blues up to grime, dance down to jazz. So there's a ton of options for all different types of songwriting. Here we have a couple of people sharing their experience. For me, I'm not reading that because that stuff is just marketing anyway. What I'm interested in is, do you own the copyrights? I think this will be the question that most people have. So it says Jarvis is royalty free. You keep 100% of the rights to the lyrics you write with it. It says note, the engine is trained on real world data and may output an already existing line verbatim, unlikely more than once. So as this may also happen without using AI, anyone can have the same idea at the same time on the planet. So it's still recommended to ensure that there's no plagiarism issue with the final lyrics before any commercial release. So they're telling you right there that other people are going to use it. Other people have used it, and other people can get the exact same lyric content that you will put in. So I guarantee somebody else might put in a Beyonce styled soul album from 2021 to 2010 based on stacking paper. I personally think it's unlikely, but it could technically happen. Something to think about. Oh, so I almost forgot. So one generation costs 1 credit and there's no monthly fees. So like this is sort of just what it is. So you pay for your plan and you get a certain number of credits. So it just all depends on the number of credits that you want to look for and kind of go from there. So I mean, for me, what's my rating? How do I feel about this thing? I already said it. This is not for me. I'm not a songwriter already as it is, but I know plenty of songwriters here locally in my space. So for me, I'd rather just work with another person. But for those of you all that might not have that ability or might not be in an area where you're able to work with other musicians or other songwriters, this is a good starting point. And not for nothing, it's relatively cheap. Even if you just get the 200 credit option, where it's $3, you just spend $3 and you get a 200 credits, and that gives you 200 generated ideas. That's better than nothing. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy that one. All right, everybody. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, don't hesitate to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. But more importantly, I want you all to start engaging with the content. I want to start having more conversations with you all. This is what's going to make these interactions between you and myself much better. It's going to help me more define the content that I release for you all. So let me know what you all want to see. Let me know if this AI stuff, if I'm going overboard with all this AI. For me, the reason why I'm doing it is because AI is here to stay. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't care if you love it. I don't care if you hate it. AI is coming and it's here and it's staying. If you'd be silly to think that the industry and they're not using this same technology to pump out records. There's already been examples of AI, complete AI rappers, 100% AI videos and everything. So like, again, for me, I'm trying to do you all a service by bringing these same tools that these bigger places and bigger corporations are using for their projects so that you can use them on yours. It's to help you not get left behind. I say all that to say, this is why I need you all to start engaging with the channel. It's tough to come up here every single day and drop a video for you all and then to receive little to no feedback on it. So the least that you could do is at least like and leave a comment on what you would like for me to further cover for you. Again, over 80% of you all that are watching my videos are not subscribed. My channel is 19 days in, which I think is super dope. I created it years ago, but I just started posting content specifically 19 days ago. So thank you all for those of you all that have liked and commented and subscribed to my channel. I got something for y'all in the future. I got something crazy for y'all in the future. So again, I appreciate the support. You know how we doing it. Peace.